Good morning, everyone. Let's talk about your trip to Peru. My name is Carolina. I'm the owner of State Adventures. I've been specializing in family trips to Peru for the last 18 years. I've been there at least 7 times myself, many of those times with my two young daughters. One of them turned one at Machu Picchu, another one just cruised down the Amazon jungle river. So lots of experiences here, the perfect family destination. So let me show you how it will look for your family and maybe answer any of your questions you might have about the itinerary we confirmed for you. So I'm going to share my screen and we can look at the itinerary together. So here we go. Peru for your family of 7. This is a private trip just for you. December 22nd, you're going to take that flight into Lima. Once you arrive, go through customs, go through all the secured part of the airport. Our team will be waiting there for you with a big sign with your name on it, a private van waiting for your family, and we'll take you right to the hotel. The Iberostar Miraflores, we discussed about upgrading here. So I went ahead and confirmed it. I'm just waiting for them to send me the final, but the rooms are confirmed, 2 rooms at Iberostar, and at all the hotels we have changed to 1 quadruple and 1 triple room, so you can all be together. The hotels are aware, obviously, that you're a family with children. They're going to accommodate you with rooms either connecting or right next to each other or very close to each other, so please know that we are aware of that. So most flights arrive in Lima with enough time to kind of explore in the afternoon. So what we like to do is kind of take you around to stretch your legs, have the kids run around a little bit. Barranco is a very, very colorful, filled with street art and artists. Neighborhood. So it's great for walking. There's places to get milkshakes and ice cream and things like that. So we're just going to take you out so you can, kind of unwind after your travels with a private guide from Lima. So you have somebody local and it feels like a friend is just taking you around. And we're going to, of course, arrange a lunch for you as well so you can have a meal. And Iberostar has a great rooftop pool. December is summer in Lima, so it should be a really wonderful experience for your family. Now, the following day, we're going to show you some sites around Lima. And the way we do that is we always have a van with us. So although it's a walking tour, please know there's always going to be a driver and a car. So if anyone gets tired or you no longer want to walk, we can go from place to place by van. But we combine highlights of Lima with some wonderful eating opportunities. So for example, we'll go to Huacapuclana ruins and we'll have snacks there. Or we'll go to the coast where maybe the Lovers Park like here, and there's many different little restaurants, and we'll have, a refreshing fruit drink there. We'll go to the market. We're going to get to see all the exotic fruits from the jungle here, and so on and so on. It's a really wonderful experience. I've done this with my children, and I actually do walking food tours all over South America and really all over the world because I think it's a great way to see the city, see the sights, but not bore the children too much with museums and cathedrals, but you sneak in those sites in anyway and make it exciting. So that is what that day would look like. We'll have lunch, obviously, throughout because we'll be eating. And then in the evening, I thought we could do something really fun for your family and go see the Magic Water Circuit. This is a huge park in Lima that at night, a few times a week, they have waterfalls that with music playing, and the waterfalls dance with the music, and there's beautiful colors, and it's a really great experience for families. Really beautiful for kids, especially. They usually like this a lot. So that's what we're gonna do, just to show you all the different faces of Lima. And now on December 24th, we're going to pack up and go. Instead of the airport and flying anywhere, this is much easier. Let's head somewhere south, just like the people from Lima do. And we're going to go to the desert. So Paracas is the destination for people from Lima to go and take their children on vacation. This is not only sand dunes, but amazing views of the coast. Wildlife throughout. There's marine wildlife. There's natural reserves. Lots of adventures here. Great hotels with pools. So it's a really nice summer getaway, because December is summer in Peru. So this is what would look like. You're going to stay there for 3 nights over this holiday season. And I like doing that over those holiday days in Catholic countries, because December 24th and 25th in Lima or in Cusco is a very festive time for the local people, but it also means that a lot of things might be closed, or restaurants will close early. So it's inconvenient for visitors, because you want to get to see the city, you want to get to see the country. So going to a natural place like Paracas or like the jungle, that is what makes it really special, because that's always open. It doesn't get affected by the holidays. So we're going to drive you down with a private van, private driver, take you down to Paracas. It's about a 3-hour drive, and check you into the hotel on the coast. And then we're going to do an afternoon dune buggy tour. So you're going to go in the dune buggies. You're going to have sandboards. You can go, sliding down the sand. Loads of fun. Everyone has such a good time here. And then enjoy the rest of the day at your hotel. Hotel Paracas is the best hotel in the area. It's a really spectacular place. You can really unwind here. So I included a day free for you here. So the following day you have breakfast at the hotel and nothing scheduled. So sleep in. So go lay on the sand, go to the pool. But if you feel like your family is not the type to lay around the pool, just let me know and we can arrange an overflight over Nazca lines, perhaps for some of you, or an ATV tour if you want to have some adventure. We can do a sunset hike in Paracas National Reserve. There's many excursions here. We can do it ahead of time. You can do it with the hotel. If it strikes you to do something that afternoon, there's plenty of opportunities to do so. And then on December 26th, your last day in Paracas, I want you to see the wildlife. So we're going to go to Ballesta Isles. These are islands off the coast of Paracas, and there are penguins there, hundreds and hundreds of sea lions, lots of birds. We call this poor man's Galapagos, like little Galapagos off the coast of Peru. But you see so much wildlife in one morning, and you go out on a boat to see that, and beautiful rock formations and so on. And then you're going to also go to the Paracas National Reserve. This is the reserve that I was mentioning to you. There's wonderful trails here. This is what it looks like. I mean, stunning photography, great for kids to run around. And of course, there's more wildlife there as well. So great little excursion out of the hotel. You get to see the local sites and really get to see, just a completely different face of Peru here. Now, December 27th, we are starting to make our way towards the, Inca Triangle. So the Incas lived only in that area of Cusco, Sacred Valley, Machu Picchu. So now we're going to start heading that way. So from Paracas, we're going to drive back to Lima. It's 3 hours, and take a flight to Cusco. Once we arrive in Cusco, it's an afternoon flight. So most likely we will arrive around 5 or 6 p.m. We will be at high altitude for the first time. So we never have clients arrive in Cusco and stay there, because, you want to start somewhere lower and then build your way up to the highest altitude. So we always arrive in Cusco and go straight to the Sacred Valley, which is 2,000 feet lower. And it's just really a hub for family travel. So Sacred Valley is like a big countryside between Cusco and Machu Picchu. There's mountains, there's valleys, there's rivers, there's Inca ruins, there's indigenous communities, there's markets. There is so much to see and do here. You could spend a week in Sacred Valley and not see it all. So that's why we have 3 nights arranged here. Why 3 nights? So you can acclimate properly, you can rest after flying, and you can see as much as possible family-friendly experiences that are available in the Sacred Valley. The Aranma Hotel is a fabulous little property that has so many family-friendly things. So they have pools, and they have a spa, and they have like a TV room and a library, with like games and things for the kids. And what I love is that they have this family lake suite. It is a multi-bedroom suite with a living room, with all these amenities that you will all be together for those 3 nights. I love that. It's like a villa just for your family. But you still have access to all the other hotel amenities. So it's like the best of both worlds. I love putting families here. Everyone always is so thrilled to be able to do that, because the rest of the trip you're going to be in different hotel rooms, but here you're going to be all together in with 2 bedrooms anyway, but lots of space. So while you're in the Sacred Valley, the first day is your arrival, you're going to rest, enjoy the property. You see, it's like all really nicely combined, and you can see all the little things. They even have horse and carriage rides around the property. So great for families. Now, for the following 2 days, we're going to tour Sacred Valley. The first day, we're going to hit Misminai. Misminai is an indigenous community really up in the mountains, very remote. And we sponsor this community. So they usually don't, they are so far that most people won't even hear about it. It's quite a very, very special place. So there's about 100 families that live there. And every time we bring somebody to Misminai, one of the families kind of adopts you and shows you around. So we do a Pachamanca ceremony where you can participate in making it. So it's really fun for the kids. There's llamas and alpacas. There's hiking trails where we go to do a ceremony up on a mountain and do something special. You can meet the shaman. You will hear all about like where kids go to school, or what do they do all day, and really get a glimpse into the Andean life. And this is so different from anywhere else in the country. It's very special. They live with their traditions like they have for hundreds and hundreds of years. So it's a great experience. You're going to have your alfresco lunch here and really enjoy. And then right near this community is a really special place called Salineras. These are Inca salt laboratories, and they're big salt terraces. So you'll be able to see that. But there's also carvings in the mountains, like circular carvings. So again, really great. You're outdoors. You can have the kids kind of, run around and enjoy the location instead of just being in a van. The whole idea of making it a family trip is so that you're not sitting in a van looking out the window, because nobody wants to do that. You want to be able to, infiltrate yourself into the culture and really experience it. So I love bringing my kids because they're kind of like such an icebreaker for local communities, because local communities love children and will kind of invite you into their home and make sure they show you the guinea pigs. They have a whole hut filled with guinea pigs here at Miss B9. I go visit them at least once every 2 years or so. And then we return to the hotel and rest. And the following day, now that we're more acclimated, right, because we've been in the Sacred Valley for 2 days, for 2 nights, now we're going to do some climbing. So we're going to do Ollantaytambo Fortress, which is a great little community. It's like a village, but the village lives around this massive Inca fortress. So you're going to be able to climb around it, run around it. It's a great sight. It's actually spectacular to see a little village going about its way, like nothing is in their background, and you look behind the village and there's just this massive ruins. So it's a great place. And the village itself has, a market and a community and local kids running around and llamas everywhere. So it's a great place. And then in the afternoon, we're also going to take you horseback riding, because I heard that you enjoy riding horses. This is the perfect place. Sacred Valley was made for horseback riding. So we're going to make sure you do that, and then arrange a beautiful lunch for you and go back to the hotel. And that is your Sacred Valley stay, 3 nights, and we're ready for Machu Picchu. So the following day, the way that Machu Picchu works is that now that you're in the Sacred Valley, you're halfway to Machu Picchu. So the train is only about 2 hours, maybe an hour and 45 minutes from the Ollantaytambo train station. So we're going to take you on this beautiful train. It has a glass dome ceiling, beautiful views. They serve you snacks on board. And then you get to the Machu Picchu train station. Our guides will be there for you with a porter. So the porter will take the bags and take them to the hotel, and you will go right to the ruins with your private guide. This way, there's no checking in and out and where's my luggage? And, it's very chaotic because about 500 people get off the train every time. So we like to just whisk you away to the ruins while everyone is trying to find their hotel and figure out what they're going to do. So at the ruins, It's a very regulated visit. They have 5 circuits, 5 different trails. So we always pick the trail that's good for children, where there's no huge drop-offs, where it's safe, but amazing views, beautiful experience at the Machu Picchu ruins. And you'll have lunch, and then we'll check you into the hotel where your bags will already be waiting for you. And we'll discuss luggage and packing closer to departure. But the Sumac is a great property. I love it for many reasons. It's one of the only 5-star properties in Machu Picchu. It is right by the shuttle station from Machu Picchu. As you take the shuttle up and down from the ruins, it's very close. So there's not a lot of walking involved, because after Machu Picchu, you're going to be tired. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of walking. So it's nice to just be able to walk to the hotel and be there within 2 minutes. Actually, we have the guide ask the shuttle if they can stop right in front of the door for you. And then it has a great restaurant, great food, great team. I just loved it. I was just there a few weeks ago inspecting it again. And I love that by the next morning, everyone knows my name. It's a great service. So I know they're going to take really good care of you. They always do for all my families that I put here at the Sumac. So the next morning, the idea is that everyone who have come to Machu Picchu the day before, most of them have left already. So what we do in the morning is we wake you up, have breakfast, and we take you back to the ruins for a second visit. A second visit is very special. It is way less people in the morning because the trains haven't arrived yet. So the lighting is different. So if maybe it rained the day before, then you want to take photography today. Having 2 opportunities at the ruins really makes a difference. And another reason is there are different trails that you would have not done the day before. So if any of you are interested in doing a little climbing, I suggest Uchu Picchu. I didn't put a, did I put a, okay, yeah, this is a great photo. So this huge peak in the back is called Huayna Picchu. This is a famous hike. Permits are required, but I don't recommend it. I just did it, and I've been to Machu Picchu 5 times, even with my kids, but we never hiked the Huayna Picchu. It's quite steep, hard, challenging. I don't recommend going with kids because it's slippery and there's some huge drop-offs. So what we do when there's families visiting with us, we do Uchu Picchu, which is this peak right next to it. Less than half of Huayna Picchu, but still amazing views because you're higher than the ruins, so you're going to get to the ruin, and you still get that little sense of adventure. So I suggest you hike Uchu Picchu. For maybe we can split the group. Those who want to hike Uchu Picchu go up, and the others stay with a guide and have a tour of the ruins, another circuit, or just hang out. We literally would spread a blanket and sit here with my kids and just kind of take in the energy because it's really beautiful. So there's many opportunities there. I have Uchu Picchu kind of confirmed. This is the picture of the train as well. I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents here. But I have the Uchu Picchu confirmed, but we can discuss. You don't have to go climbing if you don't want to. And then afterwards, we'll have lunch and then go back to the train. And now our final destination is Cusco. So we're going to take that 2.5-hour train right back and arrive in Cusco. And it's New Year's Eve in Cusco. So there's going to be fireworks in the main square. There's going to be festivities. So it's really an exciting time to be in Peru. Indigenous people come down from the mountains to Cusco, to the main square, and fill it with flowers for the holidays. It's really decorated and beautiful. So I love it here. It's very friendly, walking, safe city. I cannot I cannot suggest it enough because it's a great place to even just sit in the main square, which I think I put a picture for you. Well, this is Cusco City, but this is the main square. There's greenery here on the bottom, and there's benches here, and there's always like live music or artists or performers, and it's a great place. And you'll see tons and tons of local kids hang out there as well. So the Tariq Art Boutique Hotel is the one that we have confirmed for you. It is a really nice boutique style hotel. It's an old mansion that was redone into a hotel. Great views, great location. You can explore everything of Cusco from here. And because now we have been in altitude for 4 nights, you're acclimated, you're feeling good. So it's a great place to be. So our first night is our arrival. It's New Year's Eve, festivities, excitement. And then January 1st, because this is New Year's Day, I thought maybe you would want to sleep in. So I left that day free. But if you want to do something, we certainly can. But we have it confirmed as just a day at leisure for you. And then January 2nd, we have our tour of Cusco. So we haven't had city tours for a while, and I did that on purpose so that kids don't get overwhelmed with too many, repetition of cathedrals, main squares, museums. I know how kids travel. So we left it here for January 2nd. So you're going to see all the highlights of Cusco. We're going to take you to a beautiful overlook so we can do a little farewell. And of course, we'll have dinner as well. Now, if you prefer doing the tour on January 1st and leaving January 2nd empty to explore, go shopping, go to the market, we can certainly do that as well. Let's talk about that. And January 3rd is when you would fly home. So we would take you to the airport, fly you to Lima, and you can take your flight in the evening from Lima on January 3rd. Now, and that is what the trip is. That is what's confirmed. That is what we're waiting for you with all of these services. Of course, there's little things that we discussed about tweaking, but you did mention adding the Amazon jungle. And Hacienda Concepcion is that lodge that I highly recommended. Let me go down to the views of it. The Hacienda Concepcion is an Inca Terra property. It is a Peruvian chain of really high-end experiences. I love them. They're a real staple in Peru. I love this lodge for families for many reasons. It's only a 25-minute flight to get to Puerto Maldonado. From there, it's no more than 30 minutes away from the airport. There are many lodges that you're sitting on a speedboat or a dugout canoe for 3 to 4 hours. This is not it. So it's really made for families. As you see, the cabins are close together, so it would make sense for the 7 of you to be in 2 cabins together. And they include everything from excursions to all your meals, English speaking guides, all the transportation. You go out in the night for stargazing, for looking for caiman, for alligators. You go visit native farms and native communities. You see the parrot licks, which is only in this part of the Amazon. So there's a lot of excitement here. If we were to add the Amazon, we could skip one night in Cusco, move the tour up, go to the Amazon, and then you would fly home on January 5th. So it's up to you. Let me know. I am not holding the Amazon jungle because they need payment right away. So if you are interested, I can call them today and add it for you. You have booked the trip for $41,999. If we add the Amazon, it's about $8,000 more. So I'm going to share this with you. I hope this helped. Of course, reach out with any questions. Abby and I are here to help. We're so excited for you to visit Peru with us. Last thing, there are no vaccinations needed. There are no visas needed. We just need everybody's passport. So it's very easy. Happy travels.